Exiting Manhattan, 1:30 in the morning. We started the day in Southwest Virginia. We were in the Blue Ridge Mountains this morning.
Never in the sun.
Yeah, it's all we can't really say much more right now.
I'm just so tired. Driving for like...
Drove 10 hours yesterday from border of Tennessee and Virginia to West Hampton Beach,
Long Island.
Long Island, to get home amidst a lot of the Corona scare. I had some work stuff going on, and long story short, headed through the city, found out that literally every supermarket is completely void. Food, water, toilet paper, everything's just gone.
And now even out here in Long Island, you can't really get food.
You can't even really get much out here because everyone from the city's coming out to Long Island to stay for the weekend and the week until this stuff boils over. So I'm showing these guys a trout spot. You guys know we're mostly about catch and release here at Uncle Larry's Outdoors, especially with trout, but these are pretty dire circumstances. So we're going for a little Corona catch and cook today out in suburban Long Island, and we're gonna see what we can do.
We got nice conditions. Weather's a little bit colder than down south. We're just trying to survive the coronavirus, and me being a vegetarian, I'm pretty sure I might have to eat some trout today.
Today's gonna be the day. We get to see it.
That might be actually insane. I mean, I think I gotta do it at this point just to survive. So we got a little portable stove. I have my propane tank and just a nice like camping stove that we're gonna use to cook up the trout. We got a frying pan, and then we got the ultralights rigged up with 4-pound tests, a couple power worms. Johnny's throwing the power worm. Eric, what are you throwing?
I think I'm starting off with a spoon. Yeah,
That's a good call because there's small native brookies here, which we're definitely gonna go for with the power worms.
Yep.
But the spoon is gonna be a good call because I think when we're trying to eat, we're gonna be trying to catch, you know, the stocked fish.
Yeah, we're not keeping natives.
We're trying to bite into a big stocky today.
Big
so
fat.
I'm starting with the spoon.
Big fat stocky.
Rick's going for stockies out here.
Got the pan, got the waiters.
Got the Scott.
Rick's got his rain jacket.
My tattered old jacket, shout out to LL Bean. I had this thing for 762 years, and it's still, well, it doesn't really protect me from the rain anymore, but the wind, it does a number on the wind.
Just to put in perspective, I was like chilling on like a bank like this, but
Right,
even
and
deeper
then
in the
ducks
park.
just got murked.
And then, dude, I'm watching these ducks fly over. Boom, 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 boom.
We always trek like miles deep into the wilderness, but now we're just a little bit off the highway finding the same thing.
And it just shows you like a couple things. Like, one, no matter where you are in the world, you could still, like, it's still possible to find incredible things. But I also think it shows how important conservation in general is, because like this is still barely hanging on by a thread and it's still here. People need to know about it to an extent.
Absolutely.
It's such a tough balance with fishing. You want people to know and understand so that they have a connection to the sport, so they feel inclined to protect.
When have you showed up to a boat ramp that's full of trailers, empty trailers and trucks, and you're like, yes, I'm so happy that all of these people are at the lake this morning? That doesn't happen. So there is a fine line between giving up all your juice and showing people the greatness of the sport.
What would make you more upset? You show up and there's a boat full of trailers, or you show up and there's a strip mall? Like, that's the balance we're always battling.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in this day and age, fishing is such a dying thing in the world of technology, and people wanting to escape this reality and enter virtual reality.
All right, so everyone's like entering this world of like phones and virtual reality. Here I am looking at my phone as to where we're gonna enter the creek. People always describe fishing as, oh, it's an escape. No, fishing is like, that is reality. This is the world. This is nature. This is how things operate. We're getting in tune with that. The escape is going to a cubicle, going into a city, going into a place that's built up by mankind, living through your phone, living through Facebook, and living through that reality. That's an escape.
Well, your whole life becomes an escape because you're working all day, and then what do you do after work? You go to the bar to escape the work.
And then that becomes your reality. That's the problem. I don't think I've ever walked through sand to get to a trout spot. That's pretty incredible.
I can't say I have either. It's like Sandy Hook. It's like we're walking in the fluke and the sea robins.
Yeah.
Johnny claims this is my time to shine.
Fished all this pretty hard, but I guess that was also.
Oh, got him! Got him!
Eric's got him, first cast. Is that native? Rookie!
First cast.
Oh my god!
Look at that fish.
Did I not tell you?
So that was a native brook trout. Wouldn't have worked for our catch and cook, which is okay. That is incredible. Got him! Got big fish! Big fish! Brown! 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 Dude, this is a stock brown or something. What is that? A brook trout?
No, it's brown, it's brown.
Is that a wild one? Dude, yes, this is our fish. This is our fish, stocked. It's stocked.
Oh my
Dude, there's
god.
our catch and cook fish. We did it, boys. Escaping the coronavirus.
Did I tell you or did I tell you?
How is Eric doing this right now, dude? What?
2 casts. First one was my first Long Island native brookie. Second one was the stalker that we're looking for this corona catch and cook. So, sorry coronavirus. Not today.
We're out here surviving
Not
the virus. We got Eric, one of the best trout anglers out in
Trout
the state.
fishing Jersey. Man,
We're
I feel
hungry
bad
out
for
here,
this.
dude.
Like you guys know, we're 99.9% catch and release.
But due to the
Definitely like promote it,
circumstance, I
but
mean, even I might have to eat some of this trout just to
we're
make
not
it
even
through out here.
exaggerating this. There's no food in the city, barely any food out here. All sports are shut down. All right, this is proper fish disposal with Sky Verusio.
Okay, so this is how you want to respectfully kill a trout, just so you don't get them in too much pain. Snap the neck just like that. My friend William actually taught me. Just gets them completely out of pain right away, just so you respect the fish, and you can eat it properly.
And it also
But-
bleeds it out a little bit, right?
Exactly, yeah. All right, we got the catch and cook set up here. The frying pan, fillet knife, portable propane stove, some white rice.
And a freshly caught stocky. Let's give him up.
And let's not forget, this kid caught first cast
My first.
a giant native. Dude, that was a giant. Let's not get over that was a giant native Long Island brook trout.
I haven't gotten over it. My first ever Long Island native brookie. And then next cast.
Dude,
Eric just went 2 for 2.
Eric,
If you cut it straight like this, you can gut the fish.
All right, so we're gonna try a new method actually that Sky has just told me.
Shout out to William
We're gonna
Syverson
just
for
try to cook this guy whole, but we want to get all the guts out. So we're gonna go right down the middle, fillet knife.
the way to do it is make a cut like parallel to the fish all the way down. A lot of times, like a lot of the
Like this.
stuff that you don't want is up near like the
Yeah.
top of the fish.
Yeah, like all this shit.
You
Can I
have all
just say
this stuff
something
out.
to you real quick? I don't know what I'm doing, okay? None of us know what we're doing. We just knew we needed to catch a trout and eat it to survive the coronavirus. You can flame me, but just know right here I'm telling you, I do not know what I'm doing. Continue.
So if anything, maybe like give us some advice in the
Yeah,
comment
maybe
section.
give me some constructive criticism, all right? We did all this fishing for trout in the Smoky Mountains and Virginia, amazing fisheries, but as far as my trout moments of the trip, this was my best. Long Island.
So a little recap of what Eric did to prepare this fish. First, when you catch a trout, you want to respect it. And if you're gonna eat it, then kill it right away. Snap the neck like we did. And then you can always make a vertical cut straight down the trout, get all the guts out, all the crap.
All right, what do you guys think? Except for a little bit of black on this side.
Just setting up the stove right here. This little propane stove is really incredible. It's honestly better than the stove at my house. It cooks things up super quick. We're using some water instead of oil right now.
oil.
All right, Eric, get the trout ready. Who needs a supermarket, man, when you got a fishing rod?
Never cooked a trout in boiling water before, but this actually might be good.
I might have to try some, bro. Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think I gotta try a piece.
It's probably gonna be bomb.
It smells pretty good.
I'm just like really, honestly, right now I'm tripping out over this fish. Been here for 5 minutes. We drove from Tennessee to West Hampton Beach, and now we're sitting here with the trout.
2 casts.
2 casts, 2 fish.
At one point, I didn't even know there were trout in Long Island, and Eric caught the brook trout right away, first cast, and then the stocky, which we actually needed right now. I feel like this conclusion to the trip was pretty much perfect. Like how we're all out here, like kind of using nature for what it's meant for, surviving out here. Like this is what people used to do. I feel like now everyone just takes for granted. Like you can go to the supermarket, you can buy food, but now we actually kind of have to do this. And it's cool because I've never really thought of this with fishing. Like it's always been just like a sport for me. Since I'm a vegetarian, I would never think of eating fish.
I mean, before supermarkets, what did people do?
Go out, catch native brookies when they dominated the East Coast.
Now the supermarkets are closed around New York, and
what are people doing?
you know what's
Freaking out.
crazy? We're fishermen, and we didn't even really know that this was possible here.
Yeah.
Imagine if you weren't in tune with this, how screwed you'd be. Like,
That's why everyone's having like a conniption over here, thinking like the coronavirus is taking over. They don't know what to do.
because I think it's the coronavirus, it's not even so much that it's dangerous in regards to like the immediate threat of that virus. It's more so exposing everybody's inability to take care of themselves. I think that's where the fear is coming from. 'Cause
Exactly.
It's like, it's not so much that this pandemic is dangerous, it's holy shit, if this really did get bad, everyone's now realizing we don't know how to take care of ourselves. And that's why guys like us aren't really that scared, because we're out here doing this, but everyone else is out there like, holy shit, I'm screwed if this is really bad.
Drain it.
We forgot the oil in the car.
Look at that, dude. We're fine. I was like, all right, let's try some water. Eric didn't like the idea at first, but I mean,
Kind of worked out.
It's what we had to do. You,
Yeah,
you knew it was what we had to do.
Exactly.
All right, boys, everyone go in. It's gonna be hot.
All right, wait, guys. This is my first ever taste of like fish in my entire life. I've been a vegetarian for 19 years.
This is a meaty fish.
It is.
This is a big moment right here.
Yo, do I eat this? Is this what we do out here? Guys, cheers. Cheers, bro. Yo, grab a piece. Let's do a little cheers.
All right, let's all do it. All right, it's okay.
That's too big of a piece. Wow, that's hot. This is gonna be my first taste of fish in 19 years. I've been a vegetarian my entire life. We're out here surviving the virus. Gotta do it. Cheers.
Cheers, boys. Oh my God.
No seasoning.
Damn, dude, it tastes like tofu, but better.
Cooked in water.
Water. So, we were both talking about how, even though it's a stocked fish, we did catch it relatively downstream towards the bay. And I don't necessarily think it's a sea run, but it definitely has a saltier fish taste to it. Not like a typical freshwater fish. Definitely actually tastes more like a snapper blue would to me.
Yeah.
Than like a typical trout. So we're thinking, is this thing might be eating some androgynous fish like alewives or something that are going up and down from the bay into these creeks to spawn.
And also, Eric caught it right away on the spoon. That means it's feeding on bait fish.
Oh, it's a good
That's
point.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That fish was aggressive. He was sitting right in that current, ready for a meal.
Dude, they were ready to see a bait fish coming across that spoon.
He was ready
was
for a
perfect.
meal, and so were we.
Dude, this is a really cool vibe. I've never used fishing to like actually like survive and use it as like a resource.
This is my lunch
It's
right
always
now.
just been a sport for me. But it's cool how like you can take something like fishing and use it to actually survive.
Yeah.
Which is really eye-opening.
Just adds to the list of why fishing is insane, right? We already have so many bars about why fishing is this amazing
And we don't
thing,
even do this.
and we don't even
Typically.
talk about this. It can sustain you as a human.
I mean, I found it to sustain like my well-being.
It
mentally.
sustains us anyway.
Exactly, without even eating it. That's cool. That's actually a really cool point about it.
So it just makes me think, like, if you do use it to eat and sustain yourself, it's only going to add to your health. Like, if you do it in a sustainable way, you know,
Exactly.
do it in the right way, because we all know how much catch and release means to us, but like, this is a bit of an eye-opening moment, especially given what's going on in the world. That like, this is how we're dealing with it. Makes you really feel good about yourself and about the guys you're with and what nature has to offer.